Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Open house, and this is our national perspective. And I'm joined by Craig Costello. Welcome, Craig.
Marks, how you going?
Going very well indeed. All the way from Brock Harcourt's down on the Copper Coast, a beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, great spot. Only a couple of hours drive from Adelaide. Good spot to be.
Absolutely right. Now, before we talk about Wallaroo and in particular the marina at Wallaroo, which you know extraordinarily well. Just to me, and as I travel to particularly Queensland and, you know, the Sydney Harbour, etc., marinas seem to have really gained in sort of an investment value over the last few years. What can you tell us about that from a national perspective?
Yeah, marinas have certainly been a hot spot for investment. Obviously, there's a huge demand for lifestyle and coastal development, and there is only so much coastal land, so there does come a time when other options had to hit the market, and marinas have filled that gap.
Yeah. Look, particularly Queensland, I guess it's a lifestyle, the weather. There seems to be a lot of homes built with their own marina, but obviously huge developments as well. So a combination of sort of one-offs all the way through to marinas that seem to house hundreds of boats, Craig.
Yeah, it just gives you that lifestyle option. You can walk straight out the front door, the boat's out the front, the berth's there, enjoy the fishing and go straight back home and cook it up.
How good is that? Now, my man, where is Wallaroo, please, in relation to Adelaide?
Wallaroo, head a couple of hours north and you'll find yourself at the coastal town of Wallaroo and the exciting marina development that's been there for about 12 years.
What's around Wallaroo? So is the whole township built around the marina, or is there other industrial or investment opportunities around the marina?
Well, originally Wallaroo started off as a mining town, and the marina and lifestyle developments have obviously come later in more recent times. But as you'll see by some of the photos that come up on the screen, the aerial shots of the marina, it's quite a substantial development and is really taking shape.
Can you just explain a little bit of the history, Craig? I remember going there, now it seems like a lot of years ago, it was probably about 10 years ago, and it seemed to be, it was all there was a lot of earthworks, I'm not sure how sales were going. And then to visit your good office late last year and then visit the marina and just to see it almost, well, it looks to me as though it's complete. Yeah. There's a heck of a lot of built development around it. What's actually the history of it? Yeah,
the history, it all sort of took shape around 12 years ago. It just looked like a massive big open cut mine.
It did.
And it went through, probably fairly slow in the making, went through about 3 developers to actually get where it is today. But we are now starting to see some fairly substantial development with apartments, hotels, and stage 6 has just been released, which will see refuelling stations and some commercial services that are really warranted and needed urgently.
It just seems to me to take enormous insight. Why Wallaroo for a marina? I mean, I assume there's a lot of places that could actually have a marina. There's lots of places with water, Craig. But why did somebody go, righto, Wallaroo's the one?
Wallaroo's just easy distance to Adelaide. Yeah, so if you're looking for a weekend away, comfortable 2-hour drive, a bit less than that possibly, we'll certainly see you there and you can sit back and enjoy it and get home in a short distance.
Now, on the weekend, I wasn't far away with you. From you. I went fishing with Stephen Rye, which was a really interesting experience. Had an absolute ball, but the absolute lifestyle of just been going out. We were only out in the water for 3 or 4 hours, caught a snapper, blue crabs, back in, taught me how to cook them all up. I mean, I can just understand why people live there, so it's just definitely a lifestyle experience.
Yeah, it certainly is. The fishing's great and it's certainly loved down there and is a hot spot and well known for the fishing.
So we can have fun. If I put some money into your marina down there at Wallaroo, what am I going to do? Am I going to see some growth over the next few years?
I think you will over the next few years. Probably the last 12 months it's held fairly steady.
But that have a relation to the global financial crisis?
Look, absolutely. You've got to realise that majority of the marina purchases are what you can call an additional item, luxury item, sure, that are probably not quite warranted, so they get chopped off first. But I think going forward we'll see 2010 a very solid year in the Copper Coast, and if you do want to pick up some property and get some good capital growth, now's the time.
The properties that you've been, or the footage that we've had on the screen is just absolutely fantastic. If I was looking to move to Port Hughes, what type of property could I expect to purchase from you?
Well, if you're looking to go to Port Hughes, the Dunes is the place to go.
Right.
And, just a quick update on that. I know I'm here to talk about marinas, but we can't go past the Greg Norman Golf Course.
It's just a huge development. I just had to throw it in, mate.
Yep. Good.
So
I'm glad you did.
What I haven't seen, though, is to me there's not a lot of development in Port Hughes or in the Dunes yet. What types of properties am I going to see as that develops over the next few years?
The strength of the recent sales in the last 6 to 8 weeks we'll see the golf course ready to play in by Christmas.
Right.
So get your sticks ready.
Fantastic. And the properties around it, will it be mostly fairly small blocks and townhouse type developments, or will it be family properties as well?
Actually, you're talking a real mixture. We've got a bank of 12 townhouses going up now, but in the future you'll be talking apartments. But predominantly at the moment we'll be talking around 500 square metre allotments with the family holiday home.
You got a lot on your plate. Wallaroo Marina going really, really well for you.
Yep.
And then Greg Norman's development down there at Port Hughes, keeping you extremely busy.
Sure is.
Do you get time to play golf and go for a fish, Craig?
Not yet, but certainly intend to.
Righto. Well, we're going to help you sell another property because we've got an absolute beauty. Property of the week, 10 Stately Way, Wallaroo Marina. And as the footage flows through, Craig, can you just talk us through this property, please?
Yeah, 10 Stately Way is certainly a great buying opportunity. It's situated there at Wallaroo. It's a waterfront property in the marina, a two-storey townhouse. And look, the owner was only telling me the other day that he jumps out in the kayak there, which is parked on his own private berth, and gets himself a nice big feed of fish and comes back and cooks them for him and his family. So probably most importantly than the house is that lifestyle option.
Yeah. What's the accommodation? How many bedrooms?
Offers 3 bedrooms plus a big study, front and rear balconies, huge open plan living downstairs,
Yep.
kitchen, dining and eating. And he's just really done a great job of it. He's got sort of gone the extra mile with the fit out.
Quality looks fantastic, mate.
Yeah, certainly well finished and rendered, and he certainly hasn't spared any expense on that one.
And the price?
Price, we're looking at 645. Had
645,000.
645,000.
Yep.
Just had a reduction of 50,000 on that one, so very keen to move it on and get a sold sticker
Now,
out the front.
this is where I get a bit confused. $645,000 for a quality 3-bedder with its own marina, compared with Eastern Seaboard. You know, that is just, to me, that's cheap.
Yeah, well, this particular owner actually has spent a lot of time in Queensland, and obviously has filled me in on some of the pricing over there, and absolutely, it's great buying.
If you want a property where you can just relax, enjoy, sit back, fish, come in, cook it up, live in an absolute luxury, in a really quality development, I reckon this one's for you, Craig.
Yep, you can't pass it up.
Look, mate, thank you very much. If anybody wants any more information on the Copper Coast, Craig Costello knows everything. So check out his website, which we've obviously got attached to what we were doing here today. But Craig, thank you very, very much for joining us.
No problems.
Congratulations with the way you go about your work, and I'm really looking forward to getting back down to Marina and even Port Hughes just to see what's happening there and just to watch that growth. So the marina 10 years ago to where it is today, I can only imagine what the Port Hughes development is going to be like in 5 to 10 years moving forward. So get in early would be my advice there.
Yeah, that would be certainly good advice, and you'll see the rewards.
Thank you very much. Craig Costello from Brock Harcourt's Copper Coast. You've been watching Open House, and after the break we've got Sharon Gillard to talk all things Glenelg. Very much looking forward to that, and thank you very much for viewing.